Oh, brain freeze. Not only that.
Not only that.
There is more. Afternoon guys, welcome back to another video. I think it's going to be a bit windy, so we might have to redo this opening. But Manette and I have just gone for a walk to Starbucks for a cheat day. Even though it's a cheat day, we're still going to get the steps in. So it's about a 6-kilometer round trip, and today what I thought I'd do is show you my favorite snacks to eat when you're trying to count those calories, keep those calories down and keep the protein up. So once we get back home, I will meet you there.
A few moments later.
Guys, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Welcome back to the video. I'm busy eating shepherd's pie, or cottage pie that is, and this is part of the meal prep that Manette and I made. Well, Manette did primarily. I'm just going to eat this quickly, get in one of the meals for today, and then you may be wondering why I have this knife and granite board. Well, this thing is quite heavy, so I did not have to move it. I'm going to show you my two favorite snacks for getting protein in, but also keeping the calories down. But not only that, there is more. We all know that when we're on a calorie deficit, it is really nice to eat something that actually tastes good. I'm going to show you these two snacks. They're really tasty. One of them, I'm making a video. Do you mind? In particular, is a South African delicacy. You guys may or may not have heard of it, but I'll show you shortly. So we're just going to eat this first, and then I'm going to show you those snacks and how to make them. Honestly, making a meal prep like this has been the biggest W, because you literally just grab a meal out the fridge, heat it up, you wash these as you go along. By the time you get to the end of the meals, they're all washed, they're all ready to go, the containers. You just make the meals, repack them, and away you go again. It's just so simple. I've like half finished it, but I thought I'd show you what it looks like. This is absolutely delicious. Right, every morsel is gone. Let's get on with the video. Look. Just gotta sneak a bit while we're busy, because so good. Alright guys, so one of my all-time favorite snacks is biltong. Now, if you don't know what biltong is, it is essentially a South African snack that was created through necessity, really. I believe in the 1600s, when the Dutch settlers arrived at the Cape, meat would go off very quickly in the hot temperatures, and so what they did was they essentially cured the meat in order to eat it later. Forward to now, this has become an iconic snack of South Africa, and so I'm going to explain to you how you actually make this,
and then we'll do a taste test and see what it's like.
Things first, the ingredients that you're going to need. I use rump steak. Rump steak for me has always been the best steak to use, just because it's nice and soft. Once it's finished, it's easy to cut, and generally it has a nice piece of fat on the side which you can use to cure the meat with, which imparts more flavor to the meat itself. You can also go for something a lot cheaper like Silverside. Silverside has been a very popular cut of meat to use in South Africa, although it is tough and it's quite dry. Even though this is dried meat, you know, you do get drier forms or the more sort of wet, oily forms. So, ingredients that you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need some nice steak. If you do get rump steak, sirloin, Silverside or any of that, you want to cut off all the sinew from the steak. And if you don't like fat at all, or if you're trying to keep it really low calorie, trim the fat down, but don't cut all of it off, because when it's dry it's much easier to actually take it off if you don't like eating it, but it imparts a lot of flavor and it's really good. Second ingredient you're going to need is malt vinegar. I just bought a massive 2-liter bottle of malt vinegar, really cheap. And what you want to do really is you want to soak the meat in that malt vinegar for about 2 to 3 hours. And what that's going to do is the vinegar itself is going to almost seal the meat and get rid of any bacteria that could cause the meat to go off during the curing process. Most important ingredient in order to actually make biltong is the spices. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to have the correct spices. If you try and make the spice blend on your own, I can guarantee you it's going to taste like Freddie Hirsch spices, for me, it tastes like how biltong should taste, and I think it's probably the best one. So actually, let me get Freddie Hirsch's spice quickly. So spices, you'll see I keep mine in this airtight container. The reason being is these spices tend to absorb a lot of water, a lot of moisture, so you want to keep them nice and sealed, and you won't use a lot and they will last you a long time. Freddie Hirsch, and basically the type that I like is the Hunter's style. When you're actually making the biltong, you want to lie the piece of meat down in a tray that you have pre-spiced. So you put spice down, you lie the meat over the top of it, then you're going to lie some more spice, then you're going to lie some more meat over the top of it, and you're going to make sure that they're nice and flat, and then you're going to cover the entire container in brown malt vinegar. And you're going to leave it like that for about 2 hours. Then, what I did was I left mine for 2 hours. That, to me, gives me the best flavor profile. Hey guys, Future Lawrence here. Just wanted to add that once you've actually finished soaking in vinegar, you do need to lay it in a tray and re-spice the meat so that you've got a fresh layer of the spice before actually continuing with the next step. You want to lie these in a food dehydrator. Dehydrator is by far the best hack when making biltong, because you can actually dry this and have it edible within 2 days. If you hang it up, it's probably going to take at least a week. So food dehydrator, 10 points. Let me just give you the biggest make or break statement about biltong. Biltong is
not cooked meat.
Curing is, in our case, getting rid of the water so only the protein remains. And what you end up with is these
beautiful dry pieces of biltong, which are absolutely delicious.
They're spiced, super high in protein, very low in calories, because there's no extra oils or anything like that. Chewy, delicious. In terms of calories, I will put the calories and information about biltong Biltong has to be like my favorite snack ever. If you would like to see more types of biltong, because there doesn't all have to be just solid steaks that you dry out, you can also make patties out of mince. You can make long sticks, you can make very thinly sliced chips. There's a whole variety of different biltongs that you can make. If you would like to see more, hit the thumbs up button, consider subscribing to the channel, and comment down below what snacks you would like to see. So we've eaten one cottage pie, we've eaten some biltong as a snack, and now I'm going to show you my favorite dessert, which is so easy to make, super high in protein and super low in calories. It is amazing. Let's go. Right guys, so into a container I've put about a cup of ice, 2 cups of smoothie fruits, which I use the Fruzio Tropical, I think it's called. Okay, you want 2 scoops of your favorite protein. I use this Rule 1, I really like this. And this is the salted caramel flavor. Basically as many scoops as you want, but I use 2 scoops. That way I can get my protein requirement in for the day. Now the secret ingredient, xanthan gum. This stuff is the stuff of dreams. All you need is literally a teaspoon. Now we're gonna blend it up, and I'll meet you back at the table. Oh, right guys, we made it, and here it is.
Come on, you bastard. Alright. Ooh. It's like soft serve.
Let's give it a go. Oh, look at that. And that salted caramel protein literally makes it taste like it shouldn't be low calorie. It tastes like a salted caramel fruit smoothie that's full of sugar, but there's no sugar in here other than the fruit itself. Look at that. This has to be like my favorite. And that is 1 liter of ice cream. And I will put the macros and stuff over here, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Man, that's so good. I can't believe how good this ice cream is.
Oh, brain freeze. So until until the next video, onwards and upwards. Oh, and if you haven't followed me on Instagram or Twitter, links are down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.